It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Dimitry Bivol, 183 centimeters tall, a weight of 79 kgs, his reach 183 centimeters. And up against him, it's benavidez. He's a whopping 6 foot 2 inches tall and has a reach of 74.5 inches.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
Here comes Dimitry Bivol. Here's the man who took the boxing world by storm in 2022. He won the Fighter of the Year thanks in large part to his dominating win over Canelo Alvarez in Las Vegas. It's the Mexican monster, benavidez. This guy was sparring with world champions like Triple G at just 15 years old and holding his own. In fact, he turned pro at the age of 16 years old.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, fighting out of Kyrgyzstan by way of Russia, presenting the acclaimed light heavyweight champion of the world, introducing Dimitry Bivol. Fighting out of the blue corner from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting two-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican Monster, benavidez.
These two have certainly talked the talk. Now they've got to walk the walk.
So, all the talking's done.
Right.
Now, let's get down to action.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. He didn't take that jab well at all.
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them with a squad get scolded. War with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack boy so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal, so anything I set I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team, and I'll send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb if you don't respect me, if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them.
Nice counter shot. Perfect counter shot. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The jab not finding its target. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. Beautiful counter shot. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Can't find a home with that jab. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
He's a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. That was a terrible free shot.
There's 1-2 straight down the middle. Can't miss it.
Man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag. Now you've let...
20 shots in there. Hurry up a little bit. We can't figure out. Do what?
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
You set him up and we'll take him out. But he's ready to go.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off.
Let him coast through this round or they'll ride it out. Go out there.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Switch off completely. Get your mind back on the job.
Right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Good work.
Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Punch, counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in counter.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Straight right just misses. Good counter punching. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That counter shot lands. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man.
It was a bad round, but we don't care. Go out there and win the next one. Yeah? Good.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. Feel good? Good man. Good work. You was thinking. You were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
Go back out there and win this round, all right? Only one round that you lost.
Good work. That's it. Now breathe. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work.
You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let him back in. You're better than that.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. So just keep him on the end of his jab.
Get back, get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Stay focused.
Get together. You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're going to go back out there and...
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go. And he scores with the counter. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Bivol in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching on.
Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away. Think about your defense.
Listen, you've switched off. What you're doing.
That was a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on.
You're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just
Man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
keep going. Now, I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching off.
He's ready to go. He's gone already. Just
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather right back into the action.
There's 1-2 straight down the middle. Can't miss it. Now, good work. Stay focused.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. Catch and shoot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This fight has a real good flow to it. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
They exchange punches. There's a counter shot. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Go back.
Good work. Now, that's it. Now, breathe. Just get your breath back.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
Jab, and you're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight, that one. That's his round.
Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything in the bag.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shot.
Okay, now you're switching off. I need you to go back out there. I need to...
Think about your defense at the end of all of that and do what you got to do. Do work.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? He was close to this fight, and now you look...
That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shots.
On to the fifth we go. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That counter punch caught him clean. Good counter punch. Nice job blocking the hook. Swing and a miss with the hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the gym, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
The perfect counter lands. Just missed with that hook. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Bivol on that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up.
Don't let him back in the fight. Wait round. It's the same again. Don't change too.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on. Breathe.
Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together. Listen.
Hurry up a little bit. We can't figure it out. Good work. Now, don't wait.
Man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on.
Set him up and you'll take him out. Look, he's ready to go. He's gone already.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the job.
This round or he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
I need you to go back out.
That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit. We can't figure it out. Good work.
There's the bell to start round 6. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he catch you.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. just missed with that jab. Nice counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Bivol on that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Come on,
Great round. Now relax. It's the same again. Don't change.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that one. That's his round.
Man, you say focus? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything. Don't give him no free shot.
man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. Right, let's go out there. Get your boxing back together.
Of all that, and do what you gotta do. Do it.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up.
Don't let him back in the fight. Great round. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
Come on, do you want to win this fight?
He's starting to make mistakes and switching up.
Take a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can't figure you out.
The referee calling for seconds out, right back into the action.
Completely. Get your mind back on the job.
Stay focused. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round. You were thinking, you were smart.
And there's the bell for round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Punch, counter punch. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
And he scores with the counter. Swing and miss with the left uppercut. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Nice work to block that left uppercut. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bivol on that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
Great work. I love that. That jab's slick. Good work.
You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. So just keep him on the end of the jab. You're getting your timing already. The right hand's beautiful. I said, start just sticking up a few body shots.
That was a terrible round, that was. Come on. You've let him back into the...
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man.
Your lead. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. You've been
good work. That's it, man. Breathe. Just get your breath back. Good work, man.
to fight because he's going to be confident. I want you to go back out.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Don't change.
And then start gathering your pace, get your momentum back, and win the round back. Take away that confidence.
And we enter the 8th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Punch, counter punch. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. Trying to land that jab. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Let me explain to you about a fast fight that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed, they're confident, they know they just have to quick burst, boom, in a split.
Bivol is on the canvas. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
That's lights out right there.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
He's got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to power you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Bivol in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw.
Can make or break a fighter.
Just box him. Just be smart.
Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good? Good man. Good man.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to...
Here. Just keep them on the other end of that jab, and you're getting your time in.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Big deep breath. Calm yourself down. Come on. Breathe. That was a terrible round, that is. Come on, you've let him back in.
Don't give him no free shots. Be slow. I don't want you to load.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Get your mind back on the...
Take him out. Look, he's ready to go. He's gone already. Listen.
Okay, now you're switching off. He was coasting this fight, and now...
We'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round.
That's his round.
Listen, just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit. You can't figure it out. Good work.
And we enter the ninth. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with that jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good job defending the jab. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. About Bivol in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
What are you doing? Get your mind back, get your focus back, get a jab back.
Great round. Now, relax. Now, I don't want you to load up.
Get him anything, all right? Go back out there and win this round. Only lost one round.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Good work. You was thinking. You were smart. You weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. And don't...
God, you're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch.
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. So just keep it.
You're switching off, and you're starting to make mistakes. I need to go back out.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy. Good man. Just to
Get back out there and win the round.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
Win the round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right? Good.
This is the 10th. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter punch caught him clean. Straight right just misses. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Swing and a miss with that hook. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That counter punch caught him clean. Incredible work rate. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you had no excuse for gassing out.
Good man. You saved.
What was that? What are you doing? Come on, you're switching up.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, you were still...
Man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on.
Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together. Have you got complacent? The fight's not over yet.
Again, don't change too much, just keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. Right, let's...
That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so you can...
Listen, you've switched off. What are you doing?
That was a terrible round.
Other end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Make mistakes and you're switching off.
Good one. There's 1-2 straight down the middle. Can't miss it. Now good one. Stay focused. Don't let...
Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
This fighter's not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
That hook doesn't score. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. He misses with that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter punch caught him clean. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Boxing should be smart.
Great. I love that. I love that. That jab's slick.
Okay, focus. Big deep breath. Calm yourself.
Good man. You say focus? Go on. Don't let him back in or anything.
Come on, you're better than that. You've done all your work all the way through camp. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on, you've let him back into this. You're better than this kid. Go back out there.
Great defense on the end of all of that. And do what you got to do.
Man, what are you doing? Come on, switch on.
Shot or anything. Just set him up and take him out. Look, he's ready.
Okay, now you let him back into the fight that round. That's his round.
Don't let him coast through this round or he'll ride it out.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Come on, you're switching off.
Time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start working a few body shots in there. Hurry up a little bit.
There's the bell for round 12. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Didn't land that jab. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's a counter shot. Dimitry Bivol just got knocked down. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
I need to see that again.
Feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight, what a style, what a pace. To get a unanimous decision, that is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.